computer. All right, you can all see my screen, right? If you can see my screen, please kindly speak up so I would be sure.
Yes, I can see you.
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm gonna be explaining two things to us right now. Okay, now number one thing I'm going to explain to you is number one, how to add more positions, because we cannot, it does not make sense that we have a trade as long as this. Okay, a trade as long as this is about from our first entry when I gave you guys a signal to our take profit 3, that's about 21,000 pips. So it does not make sense that we have a long trade like this and we end up in just one position. No, that's not how it works. So I want to teach you guys how to add more positions, because sometimes I might give you a signal and I might not end up telling you, hey, take another entry. All right. So how to do it your own self, even when I don't instruct you. But you must always understand that if you're doing it yourself, please be very careful. Okay. Now, whenever you get the first signal, let's say for instance, the first signal came here. You got the first signal here. And then let me change the color of this so we can see clearly. Okay. You got the first signal here, and then you set your take profit here. Let's say from here. Okay, remember you're not going to risk more than $5 per trade, right? So we take for instance that your take profit is somewhere here and is equivalent to $5. Now you want to allow the trade to move, do its normal thing. There will always be a pullback. You must always be aware of that. Okay, there will always be a pullback. So when the pullback, no matter how far the pullback wants to go, sometimes it might likely hit that take profit and we be in loss. Okay, but that shouldn't make you get upset about anything. There will always be good opportunities to come, right? So if by the grace of God it goes in our favor, maybe the pullback ends here and then continues. Okay, the pullback ends up continue. Let me accept every other person coming in. Now the pullback ends up continuing. Now we know for sure that at this junction we are already in profit, right? We began in our profit. Now at this time, when price is still somewhere here, it is not advisable for you to bring your stop loss to break even yet, because anything can happen. Price can likely decide to give us another turn, and it's going to kick you out of the market. Okay, let me see if I can get my trading view, so that with trading view I'll be able to illustrate this even more properly. Stop share trading view. Where's my trading view? Okay. All right. So I'll just take this up here. I want to draw something for you guys. All right. So here we have our support. Here we have a resistance here. Okay. All right. So, sorry, I'm coming. Try this. Okay, so now you have an entry from here, and they said sell VIX 100. All right, you took the sell from here. All right, I'm coming. And okay, now you took the sell, right? And then you set your stop loss $5 equivalents, okay, as your stop loss. Now, once you have set that stop loss, Your take profit one might likely be somewhere here. All right. I might tell you that your take profit one is here. Now, our expectation is that price should go in favor of us all the way from our entry to our take profit one, right? So once the trade starts going in your favor, all right, sometimes you might likely see this little pullback like this, okay, and then the price begins to move your way. It is not advisable for you to set any stop loss. It is not advisable to you to set your stop loss at break even yet when price is still here, because it's not far away from your entry points. If you set stop loss at break even because you want to make sure you protect your account, what is going to happen is that price will kick you out of the markets. And that is not what we want, okay? Because it's not easy to catch these entries, especially as sniper entries. So if you get the opportunity to get a sniper entry and out of carelessness you set break even in a premature trade, is going to kick you out, and it's going to be difficult to find the next entry because you don't know what the market wants to do next. So you have to, number one, here is where your psychology begins to play. You have to, number one, agree to yourself that I'm ready to lose this $5 if it goes against me. All right. And if it goes for me, good, because that's the thing. We are all in this game. Is a 50-50 game. All right. We analyze the markets, predicting what might likely happen in the future due to what we've seen that happen in the past. But that does not mean that it must go as perfect as that. It's a 50-50 game. So it's something you have to set up within your mind and say, I'm willing to lose this $5 on this trade. If it hits my stop loss, no problem. But if it goes for me, it's a big win, because we're always setting up high probability trade setups. That means that we're looking out for trades that we have little stop loss and large profits. That's what we always set up for. Okay. So when you see price has moved away from your entry point a bit, allow it to keep moving. Keep moving. When it gets to something like here, okay, when price has gone into something like this zone, we'll always say it's something like 15 pips or 20 pips in profits. Let me show you what that means in your MT5. Let me share all my screen. If you're in your MT5, how to figure out when price has gone at least 15 to 20 pips in profit of your entry point. Let's say, for instance, this is your entry point, this line, and then you want to check how price have gone far. You use this cross. Everybody has it on their mobile also, and you should know how to use it. If you're on your mobile, when you bring out the cross, you use your left hand and hold one side of your screen, and use your right hand and drag. Then this thing will come out like this. All right. So with this, you put it at your entry point and drag it down to where price is currently to see how many pips move price have made. Okay, to see how many pips move price have made. Now, for instance, let's say between this, my stop loss here right now, okay, between my stop loss here right now to this zone, how many pip move is that? Let me see. I'll just put it like this from here, and I will drag it down to here. And that's about 6,000 pips. All right, 6,700 and something pips. Now, this is volatility 100. So their pips are always high. These are volatile markets. Okay, so the whole idea I'm trying to give you is that you should allow price go a bit deeper, okay, deeper in move before you bring your stop loss at break even. Okay, before you bring your stop loss at what? Break even. I told you guys on the last on our last webinar, I told you guys what break even is. Let's say, for instance, this is my sell here, and I want to set my stop loss. This is my stop loss of $5. Okay, $5.87. If I want to put it at break even, what I'm going to do is this. I'll drag it to my entry points, maybe bring it out just a little more and set it there. This is break even. The whole idea of break even is for you not to put it so close to the amount of price somewhere here, because if price moves up a bit, it's going to kick you out. So that's why we always advise put it at break even on your first move. Okay, on your first move, let me make sure that everybody is muted. On your first move, okay, this is what you want to do. At this time, you have in mind that you have protected your accounts. Notes, price have gone deep and you have set stop loss at break even. So now is two things. Either if you go again, if price begins to go against me and hit my stop loss, I'm not going to lose anything, or rather I'm going to make this little, this 0.58 cents. It's better I make little or nothing than I lose. That's the essence of break even. But note, before you set break even, allow price to go deep. Okay, because if you don't allow price to go deep and you want to, and you set price at break even, if price wants to make its little pullback, a little pullback alone can likely hit your stop loss and get you out of this expensive trade that you have found an entry. Okay, so now when price have gone even deeper, okay, now at this junction, for instance, price had gone very deep and hit that our take profit. I guess this was our take profit 2. This was where we hit take profit 2, because from here to here was take profit 1. From here to here was take profit 2. Now, when price have hit your take profits, okay, what you want to do is to drag your stop loss. Remember the stop loss that was $5 in loss before, and you dragged it to break even. All right. Now, price have gone even more deeper, hit your take profit. You want to drag that stop loss a bit more. This is when I say protect your account. Okay. No, when I say protect your account, I mean put it at break even for that first time. Then when I say protect your profits, then this is what you want to do by protecting between here to here. You have made $7. Remember, this is a low loss size, but this is not the lowest. The lowest for VIX 100 is 20, 0.20, but I'm using 0.21. Okay, so at this junction, from break even here to here, I have actually protected $7 profits. But remember, price was somewhere at my take profit 1. So that does not mean that if price is here, I should move my stop loss from here to here because I want to accumulate $15. No, that's why I told you guys in our last webinar that you must not be stingy with price. Okay, don't be stingy. You want to make sure you cover everything. They shouldn't take anything from you. No, be ready to give out. Okay, so you being ready to give out is you playing wise. The wisdom behind it is you want to see if price will keep going deeper so that you accumulate more profits. Okay, so when I say lock your profits, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm asking you to do. Move it from your stop loss, your initial stop loss of minus how many to break even. Okay, gradually as price is going deeper, you are adjusting the stop loss. Okay, accumulating this now, this 7.40 price made that pullback. Now imagine if you didn't want price to if you didn't give the price this breathing space and you set your stop loss here, look what would have happened. This little pullback of how many pips would have just hit you out of a wonderful entry you had here. And that's going to be so frustrating when you see price now going even deep and you're like, hey, okay, guys. So you need to understand that fact now. So you want to set your stop loss somewhere here, just protecting your accounts. Okay, protecting your account. So after the pullback, what happened? Price kept on going, looking for our take profit 3. Okay, and now as price had broken, now here is where I will talk about you adding more positions. Now after the pullback, whenever I give you guys signals, traders, please do not just buy or sell and leave the chart. Be observing the chart too. That's why I'm giving you guys this webinar, because I don't just want to be someone that will give you signals so that you come and subscribe the next month. No, I want to make sure that while you're taking signals from me, you're also learning. Okay, so while price give you that pullback and hit your take profit 2 or take profit 1, depending on what take profit it is, and breaks out of it. Okay, when price breaks out of it, there's always likely to be a retest in price. For instance, if you look here, I'll just zoom it out so you guys can see what happened here. If you observe what happened after price hit take profits here, we broke this take profit, it smashed our take profit. What happened? A pullback began. Sorry, not here. I mean here. Okay, after price smashed our take profit, what happened? The bulls pushed back again. That's the pullback, right? So after the pullback, the bears pushed down again. So at this junction, if you want to add more position, you can now add one more position. Since you have this position here already and you have already accumulated $7 plus, okay, you have accumulated $7 plus around here, and price have even broken your take profit going deeper. You can drag that stop loss a bit more like this, drag it a bit more, because price have gotten into, it has broken out of a support zone, and that zone has now become resistant. So it means that before price will come back in, it's going to be a little bit tough for price. Okay, so you want to set your stop, you want to drag your stop loss a bit more so that you can accumulate more profits. Then at this junction, you can now add one more position. Okay, you add one more position on your lowest lot size and set your stop loss immediately. Okay, so if you add one more position, you set your stop loss of about $5. After all, your first entry, you've accumulated about $13. So if you lose $5 out of $13, it should be nothing to you. That's why I told you, you must not be stingy with price. Okay, don't say, oh, I can't lose this $13. No, 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 trader, that's not how it works. Okay, be willing to lose, at least if even if you lose $8 out of your $13 and you make the little profit out of it, manage it, be appreciate it. The whole idea is that if price had gone your way, you'd have made more. That was why you gave that space of price eating such amount of from you. Okay, guys, I hope you're understanding what I'm explaining. Like now, for instance, I told you guys, keep protecting your accounts, keep holding and keep protecting. And you see what price is doing around here. It's giving us some pullbacks. You see, it's playing around. Before you know it, now it might likely break out of this our take profit 3 and keep going down. And everybody's going to be happy that, wow, I'm still in the trade and price is going deeper. It means I'm making more profit. So the whole idea of this webinar is to teach you that you shouldn't just be a trader who takes profit one and exit the market. No, taking profit one does not mean exit the market. It means protect your profits. Okay, take this is your TP1. Price have hit your TP1. Protect your profits. Okay, when you protected a little profit, give price a breathing space. After a pullback, price might likely smash that take profit one again and keep going deeper, and you keep protecting. Okay, so if you guys can see what happened between I and my trade here, this was where I gave you guys that very first entry before our take profit one. And what happened, traders? You understand that I was also following those rules. After our take profit one, I added one more position. Okay, and price gave the pullback. You can see this rejection candle. That's the bulls pushing up, trying to break back in, but the bears rejected and price went even deeper. And I kept on doing what? Accumulating the profits, protecting it. Price broke out of here again, and I entered one more trade, but due to the pullback that occurred here, it got me out of that trade. Okay, I had one more trade here, so after we hit that take profit too. So that's the idea, traders. Okay, whenever you get a signal and you take it and you finally get into profits and the profit goes a bit deeper, what you want to do is what? Break even first. That is, you have protected your account. If price goes back against you and hits your stop loss, because you have put it on break even, it means you're not going to be in loss. The only thing is that you took little or nothing from price, but the fact is you're not in loss. That's the beauty about the break even of the first move. Okay, then if price ends up not hitting your stop loss at break even and keeps on going your way, then you do what? You keep on adding. Okay, you keep on doing what? Protecting your profits gradually. As price is going deeper, you're protecting gradually. As price is going deeper, you're protecting gradually. Not that you want to take it to the amount of price to make sure you accumulate all the millions. Like for instance, now if I leave this if I leave my stop loss here right now, you can see how much I'm accumulating here. That's about $37. A lot of traders will say, wow, I can't afford to lose this, and they will leave it there. And before you know it, price will just move one candlestick and hit you out of an expensive trade you had somewhere far away. So I hope you guys are getting the idea. So do not set stop loss at the amount of price. And while protecting your accounts, protect it gradually. Okay, gradually. As price is going deeper, you're protecting. Even if it's one position you finally enter, maybe out of fear you couldn't add more positions, no problem. As long as you have your first entry and price has gone this deep, come on traders, you're making it big. One beauty about this volatility index market is that in this VIX 100, even on the lowest lot size of 20 of 0.20, okay, if price can still give you your our anticipated target of each day, which is $20. With just one position, you can always make it, as long as you're following simple, strict rules, and as long as price keep going in our favor. Okay, so between here to here, price was really in our favor, and now we see a massive range. If we go to a higher time frame, let's say the 30-minute time frame, you get to observe what's happening. It's just indecisions. You can see the indecision candlesticks there, indecisions. All right, if you guys remember the photo I sent to you guys when I told you guys, I showed you guys a 1 hour charts. Let me see our Telegram. Where was that photo? Okay, I guess it's this one. Okay, when I showed you guys this, I told you this is where I'm anticipating price to really get to, and that's exactly where price is and finding difficulties. That's because we have analyzed the market and we know where these kind of things might likely happen. So if price breaks out and keeps going our way right now, we should be anticipating another take profit around here. Let's say our take profit 4 should be around, coming, let me put this color so it to be clear. Our take profit 4 should be around 70.20.95. That's going to be our take profit 4 if price goes away. Okay, but the way I'm seeing this move, price might likely begin to go back up. Okay, but whichever way it is, the fact is we've made money this morning. We've made income this morning. So traders, any further question? Any further questions, you guys, before we cut
Yes,
off?
please, Mr. Tim, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, about the take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, how do we really set that? Because I cannot really get it clearly.
Okay, remember in our last webinar, I told you guys, when you're, if I say take profit 1, I do not mean you should set take an entry and set your take profits. No, don't take an entry and set take profits. You should only set stop losses. I hope I'm communicating. You see, when you take an entry, you have your stop loss, you have your take profit. And if you notice, I don't have any take profit here. All I have is what? Stop loss. So do not set take profit manually. Why is that so? Because if price goes and hit your take profit, it's going to take you out of the market. The whole idea of the whole thing we are doing here is, if price keeps going our way, let's keep accumulating more profits. But we use our stop loss to protect our account. So why I tell you guys take profit 1 at so is for you to know where I'm looking out for price to really dip into. So if price was here and I told you take profit 1 is here, it means I'm telling you, I'm automatically communicating to you guys in a forex language, telling you that, hey guys, I'm looking out for price to go really deep to this extent. That's for you to know that you should be expecting massive profit between here to take profit 1. But that does not mean you should set take profit 1 there. It does not mean you should set your take profit there, because if price gets there, it will kick you out of an expensive market that you have found a beautiful entry in. Okay, so all you want to be using is only your stop loss. Okay, that's what you want to use. The main reason, I know some people now will be like, so if Tim is saying this, then why is there take profit in forex trading? The reason for take profit actually is maybe for someone who takes a trade and leaves his charts, okay, and he has already anticipated, just like as I used to tell you guys, anticipated take profit 1 is here, and at the end of the day, you see price go and hit that take profit 1. Now, for those people who maybe they don't have the time to look at their chart, they've taken their entry, then they are the kind of people who need to take profits. Why? Because the anticipation is that if price hits take profit 1, get me out of the market and my profits. Okay, because if I'm not in front of my charts, I'm going to be very upset and very angry if I notice that because I didn't set take profits, price came into my take profit and went back and hit my stop loss. It's going to be so stupid. So that's why take profit is set in trading for those people who probably want to set a trade and leave the charts. But for you who is in front of your chart, monitoring your charts, your your reason for monitoring your chart is because you want to be accumulating more profit as price is going for you. So do not set take profits manually. Unless you're not in front of your charts, then you can take the take profit I give you guys and set it manually and leave your charts. But if you're in front of your charts, leave that take profit, use only your stop loss and be protecting your account gradually. Am I communicating? Was that taken?
Yes, thank you very much.
Perfect. Any other question, traders? Any further question, traders? Okay, so if there's no question, so you guys understand what I mean when I say protect your accounts. You understand what I mean when I say break even. You understand what I mean when I say protect your profits. You understand what I mean when I say okay, you also understand what I mean when I say add more position. You should know how to add positions now. So if you have any question, kindly ask now, because I will have to cut us off if I don't get questions from you.
Hi team.
Yeah, welcome,
Hello
trader.
team.
Yeah, welcome,
Yeah,
trader.
I think I came late to this meeting. Please, I really do not understand when they say is it protect your account at break even or put the drag stop loss at break even? I don't understand. Like, can you actually drag your stop loss line from the screen to where you want your stop loss to be, or you want to go manually and then impute the stop loss price? Please
Okay,
explain to me.
for those
Thank you.
using their PC, you can do that. It's very easy. This is your stop loss. This is you using your stop loss to protect your account. Just drag it up and down. It's very easy for those using their PC. All right, but for those using Android phones like iPhone, my iPhone does it. Okay, your iPhone, you can also do it, drag your stop loss and take profit on your iPhone. But for those using Android, you can't do that. So what you have to do is to go and do it manually. Okay, so it's left to you now. When you have taken an entry somewhere around here, okay, and price has gone deep and maybe hit your take profit one, okay, and you want to protect your accounts maybe to this level. So what you want to do is to observe this. You can bring out a horizontal line and put it at the level where you want to set your stop loss to protect your account. When you set the horizontal line, you pick up the number. This is 725380. Okay, or let me do it from here. Let me say here, this is where you want to set your stop loss to protect your account at 7260.96, right? So what you want to do is you now go to the back end of your chart where you have your trade running and set it there. 7260, right? 0.96. And once you click on modify, that you're going to notice that price, your stop loss will be set there automatically to protect your accounts. So this is for the sake of those using their Android, okay? But if it's for those using their iPhone, it's easy for you to use your iPhone. Just what you just do is you click on where you have your entry. Once you click on where you have your entry, you will see an icon will pop out below your charts telling you SLTP. You just click on SL and you manually move it to where you want to set it to and modify it. Was that taken, trader?
Yes, boss. But please, can you still explain break even, that language? I really do not understand it, please. Thanks.
Okay, break even is in Forex simply means protect your accounts. You either be in little profit or no profit, but the fact is you're not in loss. That's the idea of break even. Okay, you either be in little profit. A lot of people who will tell you break even is a state whereby there's no profit, there's no loss. That's the normal thing. That's actually what break even is. But we, as in our own mentality, we don't want to see ourselves not making at least little, even if it's 1 cent. So that's why what we do is when we want to set break even, we set it. This is your entry. normally this is meant to be break even like this. It's meant to be break even. So if price hits you, it's going to be 0.00 cents. Okay. But because of our mentality, we don't want to end up leaving this trade without making something. So what we do is what we drag our stop loss to at least here, just a little bit here. So in this case, if price ends up hitting you, you make just little profits. For instance, this is where your stop loss was before, and you want to set break even. This is your break even. Normally in Forex, this is break even like this. Wait, this is 0.0. No, that's minus. Let me see. Let me see that now. Okay, this is 0.07 cents. Normally, break even is meant to be 0.00. Okay, so with our own ideology, we don't want to end up not making something little. So this is what you can always do, something like this. Then you end up making at least 0.37 cents is something. Okay, so break even, the whole idea of break even is just protect your account. Whether you made anything or you didn't make anything, no problem. But the fact is, if price hits your stop loss, let it not take anything from you. That's the idea of break even. Okay, so after break even, as price is going in your favor more and more, you now continue to drag that your stop loss deeper and deeper. As price is going deeper, you keep going deeper with price, but not very close to the amount of price. You must give price breathing space. Okay, traders, you must give price what? Breathing space. Very, very crucial. Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, yes, sir. I have one more last question.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you, trader.
Yeah,
Right on.
I'm lost when you said how do we add position? I'm lost on that. Please, can you explain further on how do we add more positions?
Okay, how to add more positions.
Yeah, yes, I'm lost on that one.
Okay, now if I will use, for instance, now this is our take price is seriously ranging at our take profit zone. This is where we have take profit. Sorry, I guess this is our take profits 3. Let me see again. Take profit 3 is TP3, TP3, TP3. Where is our TP3? I'm coming, guys. Okay, 7129, right? So let me just put that here. 7129. Okay, so price now have broken out of our take profit 3. This is our take profit 3, guys. So if you want to add more position, now you see price have just broken out, right? Look, the bulls are pushing back up. This is where you want to make sure you are careful. You have to be careful. Don't say, oh, it has broken out, let's enter immediately. No, because the bulls might likely push back into this range. So you have to be very careful if you want to add more position. For instance, look what happened here. Imagine anybody who saw this breakout and say, let's add and see what price has done. Price went back in. It can happen here again. So you have to be careful if you want to add more position to your trade. And how can you do that? You observe, keep observing. Let the bulls push up. The bulls might likely push up, and this support zone before that might now likely turn to resistance to push price down. So you want to keep observing. If you keep looking, and now this candlestick has closed again, it closed with a bullish candle. Now what's happening here? The bears are pushing down. You want to make sure you allow the bears push down. Let the bears push down and cross this zone where the price was supported. Okay, if the bears push down and breaks out of it and keeps going down, you can add one more position on the lowest lot size. You have to be very careful in doing it. It's a technical thing. Okay, you can then add one more position. For instance, everybody be getting ready. I'll let you know when to add one more position. So once you add one more position, you want to set your stop loss $5 worth of stop loss. Okay, the reason for $5 is for you to be able to give price enough breathing space. Okay, so we're gonna keep observing right now. We're all gonna keep observing right now. So if you have your phone with you there, just get ready for the next entry. Now we can see what's happening here. Price has refused to go back into this range. It simply means that this place that was formerly support has agreed to become resistant. So this shows us that the bears are really ready to push down deeper anytime soon. Okay, so you should be preparing to add one more position. All right, I hope that was taken. If it goes out,
thank you, sir.
yeah,
I think I've understood it.
all right. You think, or you are sure you've understood it?
Maybe if I practice, I will know that I get you correct.
Very well. So you
Yes,
guys
sir.
have your demo account. Use your demo accounts to be rehearsing, okay? Don't use your hard-earned money to be practicing in Forex. Use your demo account and be rehearsing. Be rehearsing how to add more positions, okay? It's going to be very important. It's going to be very helpful to you guys so that at the end of the month, you can end up seeing yourself making more than that, more than our anticipation. Our anticipation at the end of the month is normally 300 to latest $400 at the end of the month. But if you can learn how to add more positions, it's going to be very wonderful for you because you end up seeing yourself making more than that our anticipated target at the end of the month. Because when we are expecting you to use one position to make at least $20, you end up being the kind of person who added more positions. And with those more positions, you made 40, 50, even $60 in that single trade. Is something you've used that technique to cover 3 days anticipated targets, and that's wonderful. So it's very important you learn it. Okay, I just want to make sure that my signal portal is going to be different from every other ones that you guys have ever come across. Others, they will just tell you buy, sell, but mine, I'll be teaching you guys certain things that I know is important that you need to learn to keep progressing. All right, so any further question? We have just 1 more minute and I'll close up this section today.
Yeah, yes, I think I have one more last question then.
Right on.
How do I set up my MT5 to look just as same as yours on my PC? To put those same settings as yours?
Okay, you mean
Yes.
the color of the background and everything, or what?
No, to put the same settings, when I set up it looks different to this one.
Yeah, it is a special indicator that I'm using. It's not something that MT5 has got. It's a special indicator.
Oh,
Yeah, but if you want to beautify your
okay.
charts, this is what you have. You come over to colors to beautify your chart, whatever color you want. But for all these digits you're seeing here, they're special indicators.
I mean those lines that are showing the in the support.
Yeah, is your normal horizontal lines. Is your normal
Yeah, those
horizontal
ones
lines.
they don't show on my screen. How do I put it on my MT5 on PC?
These are the normal horizontal lines. For
But on my laptop they're showing. So I'm asking how do I edit?
these lines,
Yes. Those ones.
these ones,
Yeah, yes.
these are special indicators. Is this indicator that comes with this line? Is a special indicator.
Okay.
I just use them to identify key levels
Okay.
where price might likely give a turnaround. Like this is our anticipated take profit 5 or so. Once price keeps going to our take profit 4, this is going to be our take profit 5.